Right now, we're going to share why we specifically chose Costa Rica to be American expats. We did another video that shared why we're going to move out of the US. And now we're sharing specifically why we chose Costa Rica. We looked at many other places, and this is the one we landed on. It's a little close to home for our first jump. So let's start with one.
Yeah.
The weather is important to me specifically because of seasonal depression. I become a bear in the winter, and I hibernate, and I become very gray, and I don't feel like I am my best person in the winter because of the weather. And I don't know if that's trivial or not, but I know I want to experiment with weather and how it affects me. And so Costa Rica's weather is sunny 360 days a year, and it's warm. It's like 65 to 95 all year long. I think it only gets cooler in the evenings.
We're going to be living in the Guanacaste region. And what the Guanacaste region is known for, among other things, is it is one of the drier regions of Costa Rica. Average rainfall, from what I've seen, is about 40 some inches a year, which is comparable to where we live now, although the rain would be more targeted in what's called the rainy season, which starts from, I believe, somewhere in
May to November?
It's in November. It's pretty
There's only
extensive.
2 seasons, rainy and dry.
Yeah.
No winter, no autumn. And that goes along with number 2, which is lifestyle. We're going to be changing our lifestyle on all fronts. Things that we do, our schedules. The sun rises and sets at roughly the same time every day. So our schedules are going to be changing, the food we eat is going to be changing, things that we do, people that we meet, everything is going to be new change.
Yeah, lifestyle. It's very different there. There's a saying that, of course, you look up anything on Costa Rica and you hear pura vida, and that translates to pure life. And the idea that every aspect of life is to be enjoyed, just to experience pure life in and of itself is a beautiful thing. And you'll find that in one of the customs there is that the community goes out together on the beach and watches the sunset almost every single day, and that's a very community-driven thing. But it's things like that, and it's the idea that the hurry that we have often is not so important. The rush to do so many things to get all this done, the idea of not experiencing life around us because we're doing, is one that the lifestyle there is very different.
Yeah.
It's very focused on enjoying the moment, enjoying the now, and experiencing life.
Yeah, number 3 is minimalize, which I'm very excited about this one. We are selling our house and all our possessions. We live in a ranch with a basement, and we have a lot of things. And it does get very burdensome. Cleaning it all the time, picking it up all the time, keeping it organized, things that we really don't need, but that we're filling our life with to fill some void. And so we are selling it all and reducing it to 5 suitcases. And we're gonna experiment how to live very minimally. And another way we're gonna minimalize is with trash. In Costa Rica, you can go to a market pretty much every day or every other day. There'll be some sort of produce market. They have fish. You can eat very fresh all year round. And so I think that will reduce a lot of the trash that we produce. We buy food now that has 3 or 4 kinds of packaging that it's in. It'll have an inner bag and an outer box. And so it's just one small thing to help the planet that I can feel good about doing is reducing trash. Did you want to say anything about minimalism?
Yeah, I think it's been very fascinating as we begin to pare down everything we have. You know, we're only going to have one vehicle in Costa Rica, so everything we own has to fit in that vehicle essentially. And when you start taking everything you have, all of your current possessions, and saying, could I fit everything I love and cherish into 5 bags essentially? Of course, if you count my guitar, that's another bag, but that's a separate thing. I'm interested in that because really I've already got in my mind what I'm going to bring, and there's very little. I don't think I'll have an issue getting rid of most things. I mean, obviously I have power tools and things that I like, possessions that I like, but none that I'm willing to hold on to not have this experience.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Community is number 4. And what we love about the community where we're going, specifically in Guanacaste, is that there is a large community of expats. There is, in very close areas, large artist communities, but there are also a lot of locals in the area. And it's very interesting to meet other expats, for one, because they've gone through a similar experience, potentially, and it does take a certain mindset to want to or choose to move out of the country. And so that's interesting. But we also find it very interesting to meet the locals and to be able to visit some of the local sodas, which are essentially restaurants ran out of local people's homes. They're Tico style homes. And you know, the Ticos that run these restaurants, a lot of times they're using their own kitchen to cook your food, and you're supporting them directly by sitting and eating at their restaurant. And that part of it, it's hard to beat that community element. I mean, it's like eating at a friend's house, because you're essentially in their driveway and at a table eating, and while they're cooking food in the kitchen, and you can hear them talking in there, and it's
you feel part of the family a little bit when you can hear, you know, husband and wife talking to each other, working together, serving people. It's very intimate and sweet.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Nature is number 5. If you know us, we love nature.
We chose to be in nature for the video because we love it so much. The birds there, just those alone, the different types of bird sounds that you'll hear, and ones you don't hear in Georgia, in the USA. I don't know, it sounds like you're in a rainforest in a way.
And the sea creatures that were live on the beach, it was so amazing. We got to see sand dollars and starfish.
Yeah.
We just picked them up, and you could see them move, and it was something.
Yeah. I think the nature element. Costa Rica has designated 25% of its country to be protected land and national forests. So that is one amazing thing that they've preemptively done, where, you know, not even 75% of the country, not that 75% of the country is even built up infrastructure, because it's not, but at a bare minimum, 25% of their country is protected. So that is something, a preemptive step that they've taken that's beyond what most countries do.
And it's one of the most ecologically diverse countries in the world. Being animal lovers even the boys. Caden with his snakes and lizards and alligators. I think he's gonna really enjoy it. The boys are very excited.
Yeah, one of the first experiences we had is either the first or second day we were there, seeing a relatively large iguana walk across the road and jump up on this crate. And I don't know, it's almost like you're at a theme park,
Or a
as silly as
zoo.
it sounds, because that's the only experience like that we've had with wild animals of that type. And so to see it actually in the wild is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I guess you'd call it the wild. It's a little domestic, but
Yeah, they're wild.
yeah.
So yeah, that is why we chose, well, some of the reasons why we chose Costa Rica. There's many reasons, and we can't tell you all of them.
No, secret.
But we chose the best 5 we could think of on our list.
Yeah. All right. That
And-
concludes our session for today, folks.
And don't forget to subscribe and like our video.
Smash that like button. I'm sorry, smash that subscribe button.
And because we are definitely going to be sharing more videos of the goings on.